Okay, the other thing we have for today is how do you turn a pattern of information, an XY table, into an actual equation? There are numerous ways to do this. Um, the, this way is the least algebraic, but it's nice to have other tools to fall back on if you're not down with the rise over run type of things. So we're going to start by just looking at a pattern. Okay? So we know that, like, if here's the easiest way to do it, especially if they give you what x is at 0. Okay? When x is 0, y still has to equal something. So if I say y equals x, right? Is that simply going to work? If I plug in 0 for x, is y correct? No, you would get 0 for y, right? So when x is 0, how much do we have to add to x to get the y right? If we need y to be 2 when x is 0, what do we add to x to make this right? 2. So I'm going to add 2, and that'd be great if that was just the answer, right? We just figured out this part, no problem. Let's see if it works on the next step, okay? When I plug in 1 plus 2, do I get 5? No, so there must be a second part to this. X must be being multiplied by something, all right? Trick is figuring out what is it being multiplied by. The best thing you can do is just look at the pattern, right? You can trial and error. What happens if I plug in 2? What's 1 times 2 plus 2? 4. That didn't work. How about if I plug in 3? What's 3 plus 2? 5. That one worked. Let's check it with just one more spot. Let's see if 3 still works here. What's 2 times 3 plus 2 more? 8. It totally worked. So our equation is y equals 3x plus 2. But I'm going to show you don't even have to do trial and error. And here's the thing. And I'm kind of like speeding up to a later lesson because I'm telling you the algebraic way is easier. But looking at these patterns, if we have an equation in the form y equals what we say mx plus b, that's your standard way to like graph an equation. Remember that one where like you put that on the y-axis, and if this is 2 over 3, you go up 2 over 3, right? That's the slope, m. Well, if you have a pattern, b is whatever y is when x is 0. That's your b. And your slope is whatever the difference is each time. How do you get from 2 to 5? Add 3. How do you get from 5 to 8? 3 to 11? 3 to 14? 3. So what's your slope? 3. And that works as long as your x goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If your x is skipping about, that's not really going to work. But I checked your homework. They only give you ones where it goes like that. So you should be solid. All right. Why don't you guys go ahead and try B?